Hello and welcome to NVC Plays. I am Jose Otero. I am here with Brian Altano.
What's up, Jose?
NVC stands for Nintendo Voice Chat, which is a weekly show on IGN, but this is a little different because we are going to be playing a game. Brian and I are regular contributors on that show, along with our awesome friend Per Schneider. But this specifically is geared towards Zelda and the Zelda series. Mm-hmm. So, Brian, I wanna throw out a sort of a pitch to you. Tell me what you think. What I want us to do is go back to the 3D Zeldas, and with the intent of basically identifying and isolating sort of things that we thought each one did well and stuff that we want to see expanded in Zelda Wii U.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, great idea.
We have a lot of expectations for Zelda Wii U, clearly. We know that, Eiji Aonuma has been talking endlessly about going back to the well, going back to sort of re-examining the conventions of the series. But in a lot of ways, he's also been kind of revisiting Zelda's past through very specific games.
I've never even opened this treasure chest. That was good to watch. Thank you for that.
That's how you get that money. Okay, but more specifically, yeah, so I thought we should lead off with Majora's Mask.
Yep.
Which is a game that has a ton of character, specifically in its world. It can't be stated enough just how much that has an impact on the way this game is played. Mm-hmm. So, for example, right here we have our two jugglers who are just hanging out. But more specifically, what I'm referring to is that every character, time has a very important role in this game specifically because characters can be found at different locations at specific times of day. Certain events happen over the course of a day, and it's a 3-day cycle, as everyone knows. So let me get your thoughts. Like, what do you think? I think the character of this world is the people in it, and I would love to see that detail added to this ginormous palette that so far looks like Zelda Wii U.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say that I played maybe 45 hours of Skyward Sword, and I did like some of the world building they did, and I liked some of the character direction and stuff like that, but I felt like a lot of the people and the towns and stuff like that were kind of flat. Yep. Whereas in this game, this hub world is almost a temple of its own, right?
Yep.
Like, it is one giant puzzle, and I think that everyone's sort of integral to that. And the way that they make you travel through time and interact with different characters at different parts of their lives, or specifically throughout these 3 days where something catastrophic is happening, is very fascinating to kind of see how each one of them reacts differently to how things are happening. Now, some of them get very triumphant and bold and want to fight the moon, and others get, like, literally hide and cower in fear.
Yeah.
And that's really cool to see. So, I would love to see that sort of angle brought back specifically for Zelda Wii U.
Yeah, so what I'm referring to, too, as well, and you kind of hit it on the head a little here, is just the notion that, this world, sorry, I'm just carrying a mask real quick. This world is very reactive to sort of who you talk to, when you talk to them, and what form you're in. So, for example, talking to this Goron right here, he says, "Hey, did you come to buy a bomb? This is just between us, but it doesn't. But I have a huge bomb that this shop doesn't even carry. Also, he's got the illegal street goods right here. All right, but my product is so heavy, I don't think you can carry it. I'm sorry, I even brought it up." And you see there, okay, well, I can't, sort of interact with him in the way he wants me to, so I'm going to transform this terrifying transformation, which he doesn't even notice. But of all the places, you're a Goron, so he's going to offer to sell me a powder keg for 50 rupees, so I'm going to buy one. Now, this is a bomb that only Goron Link can carry, and using this bomb, I could get access to a very specific place, which I'm going to head over to right now. Oops.
Where does he keep those drums?
In his pocket, clearly.
Okay.
Clearly in the pocket.
Whatever your theories are.
Right. So hopefully we're going to try and stay away from spoilers here. For anyone who's sort of watching this who is afraid, hey, I'm playing Majora's Mask right now. If you see we're headed towards something you haven't done, maybe you want to turn back. Yep. Maybe you want to come back when you're done. You know what? Spoilers.
I really love this game, but it is really funny to me. You kind of brought this out. That Goron is standing in that store, and this kid comes in, transforms, plays a set of drums, and disappears. And the Goron, there's that shot of him. He's just like, what the hell was that? What was that all about?
And I flew to the wrong location because clearly I was paying attention.
Yep.
No, but this world is very rich with this character and with this sense of that. Time is super important. I especially Milk Road. That's where I was trying to go. And what I mean by that too is that you know, these these events that unfold over the course of the 3 days. The 3-day cycle, in a lot of ways, is an improvement on Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time had this notion of days, right? Of day to night. There was a sense of time, but the only way to really get a sense of what time of day it was, you were supposed to walk up to and strike one of these. Do you call them shikai?
Yeah.
Sheikah stones, Shikai stones. All right, so you strike one of these stones, Sheikah. All right, so you strike a Sheikah stone to get an idea of, well, what's happening? What time of day is it? Whereas in this game, it became so essential, time, and people's sort of where they're going to be at a certain time of day.
Yep.
You had to keep track of that. So this 3-day cycle, to me, was a big improvement for Zelda because it sort of gave the world that extra layer of, hey, certain events and sequences happen, and you have to be there to account or
Yep.
to see them or to interact with them. For example, like our miner friend over here, someone was up to no good mischief and blocked the road to Romani Ranch. I'm sorry, I'll remove it quickly. So he's taking too long, and if I wait for him, he's not going to break this down until I believe the morning of day 3, which is a problem. I need to get here now. So what do? Well, I'll transform. I will whip out my powder keg, which I'm going to do right here. Hey, buddy, it's time to go.
I love how he's just like, yo, I'm out!
Yeah, he didn't go very far.
I mean, you saved him like 3 days of manual labor.
Yep, pretty much. Might as well transform.
I thought he was reaching for his headphones on that one.
And here we go. And we've sort of, through these interactions, we've unlocked a new part of the world. Yeah. Now, I don't mean to say that I want Zelda Wii U to sort of gate everything behind the notion of transformation.
Sure.
But I do want it to be thoughtful in just, I hope it's thoughtful in how it applies sort of who you talk to and where they are and what you acquire from them. And I think every Zelda game has been characteristic of that. But this one specifically worked the transformation angle into everything. So now here I am.
Well, you do have like it creates some sort of interesting character dynamics where a lot of the characters are sort of like xenophobic, borderline racist, where they're just like, "No, I don't talk to people unless there's Zora on." So, you know?
It does. It absolutely does set that kind of thing up.
So you got to show up with a Zora mask, and then they're like, "Oh, hey, what's up? You
Yep.
can come talk to the band now.
Absolutely.
You got VIP passes now."
Oh yeah, for sure. So let's head on over here. So now opening up the milk farm essentially opens up some other areas that if you have certain masks, you're going to be able to complete certain objectives for people. And one of the things that I think is really cool about Majora's Mask is the fact that the notebook is a great way to sort of track everyone who you can help.
Right.
And ultimately, like, so Zeldas have had side quests before, but I feel like none of them, or most of them, don't do a great job of tracking what thing you're trying to do for other people. Like, you know, the Skulltulas are a great example. Skulltulas are a great example of that, where like there's 100 to kill in Ocarina of Time, but there isn't something like actively sort of reminding you that that's something you really want to be looking for outside of where you are, and you hear that.
Yeah, it's there.
Sound.
It's just a sort of extra little bonus thing to find.
Yeah.
It's a mini game that they spread throughout the entire game, actually, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, so you take some of these masks, and I don't know if I want masks to be sort of the central thing in the next Zelda, but I do like the way it's sort of. Well, wait for it.
I always love this part.
Yeah, did you do this part?
It's just the most ridiculous thing to do in front of this emo guy. Like, you're trying to cheer him up. He's like, I hate my parents. And you're like, let's do a funny chicken dance. He's like, well, it's pretty cool, I guess.
For sure. All right,
no, of
so
course I
got
did
3.
this part. This is great.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I don't think it has to be masks per se, but there needs to be some sort of transformation dynamic, right?
Or an incentive to want to talk to people at different stages of that adventure and sort of what that opens up.
Yeah, and I guess the question is, you know, how do you do that without doing masks? Or is it like there are different... It's a dynamic that's been introduced in games before. In the Zelda series, like there was Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, where for the Game Boy Color, where depending on the time of year, things were different, or depending on the actual... The century you were in, I think, because ages actually let you time hop a little bit.
Yep.
So I guess there's other ways to sort of read that ability of this character's going through this right now, but right now he's going through something else, or she's going through this and she's going through this right now.
Absolutely.
I think it's really interesting. It's something they've explored a lot.
Yeah. But when the real estate gets as big as what we've been shown, you know, for example, at that last reveal, it's begging for something like this, something that is just so deep and rich with character. And where is this last chicken?
I cannot story of my life, man.
Where is it? I don't see it anywhere. And quite frankly,
there we go.
There it is. Okay, crap. Hang on. I want to slow down time. And that was the other thing that I think outside of Skyward Sword that I appreciate about both Ocarina and Majora's, which is the fact that the Ocarina is just the most powerful thing you can have. It has such an impact on the world, on the people you meet, and I just lost all the chickens.
You get them quick.
Oh no, I'm done. We're done with this one.
You had one left.
All right, yeah, I was. All right, let's travel and try and find someone else to go talk to really quick.
Sure.
Even some of the changes they made, to some degree, kind of made a lot of sense to me, and I don't know if you'll agree, but like, for example, this next person we're going to find, and remember, if you're still watching, there are spoilers here. This is a spoiler you're about to experience. But in the Nintendo 64 original, there was a stone mask, which we already have, but I just want to go over sort of, again, what I mean by sort of filling the world with interesting characters and interesting discoveries. So hang on, I just got to switch into a Zora. I don't mean to stall. Whoops, I don't want to save my progress, no. So there is a... Dive. Oh my god, Brendan. Why does Brendan play with controls like this? Okay, so, sorry. Shout out to Brendan Graver, who is a regular, awesome person here at IGN. Anyway, so the stone mask, you initially had to find in the Nintendo 64 original, you would find it in Ikana Canyon.
Yep.
You would find a soldier who you couldn't normally see. You needed the lens of truth to see him, but you'd just encounter him there.
And that guy was not where he usually is this time around, and that confused the hell out of me.
So I actually love where they placed him in this game, and I know some people will say, well, why change that? Well, to me, I think why change that is because the mask he's wearing is actually at its most benefit in this level.
Yeah.
In this part of the game where you have to rely on stealth to get past these pirate warriors who just don't like you right now for various reasons. They don't like anyone, actually. They're super antisocial. But let me just get my hook shot out really quick and just quickly... Oop, I got to step a little closer. Oh, no, not that close. Oh, I didn't know that was that.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, I've done that part like 30 times. I've never walked down there.
That's insane. I'm always right on the edge there.
Yeah, I just go, oh, I can reach, and then I reach. Uh-oh. I thought I walked over. All right, so this is also weird because I'm not doing this with a new 3DS, so it's kind of, I don't have any camera control here. We're just using a regular old capture unit. Get off the pillar. All right, so they hid our boy with the stone mask in this stage, and we're just coming here to find him. But again, this is kind of what I'm trying to emphasize, just the notion of, you know, these sort of seemingly specific encounters tailored around the notion of, you know, discovery. So you're here this whole time. Now, I went top to bottom in this area looking for this man because I just said to myself, like, I don't want to use a guide when I finish Majora's Mask. I want to kind of experience it with its changes the way it is today and judge it by that. But if you look here, you see all these pirate princesses and oh wait!
What the hell?
What? He's right there.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Oh, did I just spoil it for you too?
No, I'm glad you did.
Yeah. Okay. And the thing is, the mask that he gives you is
Can you
probably
shoot an arrow at her. Did you know you could do
will.
that?
Oh yeah, I knew I could do that, but I'm trying to
You're trying to
just sneak up to him. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it up to him. And Tattle kind of warns you. She says, "Hey, did you just call me?" That's strange. I could have sworn someone here just called to me. And this is how they kind of hint to you, and I think they did that in the 64 one as well.
Yeah.
But when you talk to him, he's just there waving, "Hey!" So someone finally noticed me. Name's Shiro. I'm a Clocktown soldier. Thing is, I've never been able to get others to notice me. It's depressing. I thought maybe I'd send out if I did something brave. Now he's out of energy. I've been crying out for help for what feels like an eternity, but not even those blasted pirates seem to notice.
Oh, man.
Typical, really. So he's got a sad story going on right now.
Because he's dead, right?
He's not dead. He just needs medicine. He's wearing the stone mask, which is why no one can see him.
Oh.
So when you help him out and give him the thing that he wants, you eventually get this stone mask. And it helps you out a lot because now you could take, even though you could also take this picture beforehand, but now you can get super close to people and no one can see you. So even though I know Pear, for example, was complaining, why'd they move that mask? That mask, I was expecting it to be there. It's not there. I think it has a lot more. Can I even talk to them? Let me see what happens.
Well,
no.
You bumped right into her and nothing happened.
Nothing.
She doesn't feel that.
Yep, she doesn't see this
They're
creepy
looking
kid.
at you, but she's like, I hear something. What the hell
They're all just crowded around.
What happens when you hit her with your sword?
So what you want to do is take a picture, And then you can take this to someone else. Oh, can I hit her with my sword? Hang on, let's see. Hey! Well, that's mean.
No, she's just...
The body count is real right now.
She's just dizzy. She'll get back up.
Yeah, they are all just dizzy.
They have the cartoon Looney Tunes stars around there.
Yep.
That is a really ugly face.
It is. That is the stone mask. Now, I'm going to try and walk up to this last person that we're going to go visit. Someone who's on the Great Bay Coast.
Yeah.
And just talk to him wearing the mask and see what he says. And I have one more example, and we should probably bounce because it's a pretty long Let's Play.
Sure.
But I do want to show you one more cool thing that either you've done it or you haven't done it.
Let's do it.
All right. So let's, first of all, go for a swim. So that picture of the Zora, of the pirates, I'm going to just take it over here. Sorry, I'm just trying to make this a little faster, so I'm going to put on the bunny hood. I love, too, that they altered it so that you can swap out masks that you're already wearing, and Link will automatically take them off. Oh, he lives over here. So he wants a picture of one of the pirates, and if you give it to him, he will give you, I believe...
Hey, Jose.
Yeah.
Why?
What?
Why does this weird man want a picture of one of the pirates?
Why does anyone want a picture of a pretty girl? I
know the internet doesn't exist in this world, but what is he using this for? Does he need that? Does he really need a picture of the pirates?
Yeah. On one condition, do you have a pictograph of the female pirates?
That's just weird.
It's very Japanese culture that there are older... I mean, I'm not trying to condone this. I think it's creepy. But we're going to give him the photo because it makes him happy. And he's going to give me the seahorse.
Maybe he can stop staring at that weird seahorse for a little while and give her a break.
So now I get the seahorse, which affects something else. I just love how it's this huge interconnected space where, like, depending on how you interact with people and what you're wearing and when, they give you things that help you progress in the story.
You just sold a... You're a paparazzi that sold a tabloid photo to a sketchy website.
Oh, that's not the only photo you sell.
That's what you just did.
I'm going to sell a second one in a minute. No, I'm going to actually go to the Zora Cape. This is our last example. Sort of just still emphasizing this idea of sort of this interconnected world with different characters to talk to and different sort of approaches you have to take. So here at the Zora, what do you remember from here? You got up to this part. I know you hated the Great Bay Temple, but what do you remember of what's happening here?
There's this band that practices back here.
Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is the daughter, and she's sort of...
she's gone mute.
She's gone mute, so she's got to deal with what's going on in the temple up ahead, and she doesn't talk to you until you defeat it.
Okay,
I know.
cool.
I beat this one recently. But you have this whole band in here, and all the band members are in separate rooms. There's actually there's an allusion to music piracy that happens here, where you play a song in front of one of the band members, and he's like, "That's a great song. I'm going to steal that."
Oh,
and he runs with it.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Oh, so that is actually what I was going to complete here is the side quest using. So actually, what initiates this side quest is up here. We need to use. I also love that each band member is playing classic Zelda music.
Yeah.
Like this is the old Link to the Past dungeon song. Yep. But you can't read this notebook because you're not a Zoran, by the way. I love little touches like that. So we're going to transform into a Zora. Now we can read it. How cool is that? The first time that happens, by the way, is the Goron. I thought it was awesome. Where you find the stone for, I forgot the hero's name, but you know the Goron hero that you help him come to terms with death.
Yeah.
And you can't read a stone until you put on the actual mask to read it. And then the jam session. Oh man, I'm not gonna remember all this. But it does set up this cool sort of like band drama that's happening in the background. So I'm just
which is what always happens with bands, honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They spend so much time together, all they do is fight.
Yeah, but it is piracy, but it's not really piracy. It's the only way you're going to get the band leader to accept playing that song.
Yep.
I love this song, by the way. Name that tune.
That is Love Shack by the B-52s.
It's the dungeon music in the original Zelda.
No, of course. I like that he's just in here practicing that too.
Yep. It's very
all
cool.
their instruments are really cool. They're all made of like weird dead sea animals. Like this guy's got a crab guitar. You see that claw up there?
Yep.
That's great.
Oh man, I didn't study the notes. It was backwards, I think. I think it's bogus, man. You're not jamming. Nah, let's try it one more time, see if I remember the phrase. I should have looked at it closer.
You're getting kicked out of the band, Jose.
Oh, it's an L. It's an L. I got it. If I get this right, then we're done.
You're the guy who brings a guitar to a party and you're like, play 3 instruments. And you're like, wait, no, hold on. wait, hold on. I'm gonna play it again. Wait.
I got it. What I told
Look
you.
at
that. Yeah.
like
wrong tone. Oh, that sucks. It's RXYR or something like that. All right, we're not jamming anymore. But you get the idea.
Yeah.
You get the rest of the phrase from him. He teaches you the whole song. Then the band leader really doesn't like the fact... Oh, pass already. The band leader really doesn't like the fact that you guys are making music without him. So you have to turn into Kid Link.
Yeah.
Play the song in front of him. He goes, ooh, I like how that sounds. We're going to use that.
Yep.
And he's only agreeing because you are not a band member and you did not hurt his reputation as the band leader.
Because his ego's too hot. That's the problem.
Yeah, so you're even squashing band drama using all this stuff. Cool. Well, that is an example of NVC Plays. This is a new series at IGN, and what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is go back to each of the 3D Zeldas with the intent of just pointing out a specific thing, a specific aspect of that game that we want to see carried over to the next Zelda.
That's right. We're gonna snatch a little piece from each puzzle and put it all together and see how we feel.
And then see come E3 if it is going to all come out true or if we're going to be woefully disappointed.
Yeah.
Hopefully the latter.
Listen, man, even if we're disappointed, we get a brand new Zelda.
And I can't wait for that.
Brand new Zelda. So even if we're dead wrong, it just means they're going to be doing a bunch of new cool stuff. So I'm excited either way.
Cool. And if you have anything that you think was super cool in Majora's Mask that you want to sort of see carried over to Zelda Wii U, leave it in the comments. Let us know what you think. And for more MVC Plays, make sure you keep it right here at IGN.